Hello, my loves. Today, so back to Mindfulness Mondays. Today, we are going to focus on one of the attributes called letting go, which is, they're all tricky for us to practice on a daily basis, but this one seems to be particularly difficult. And the idea of letting go is so I've got notes here as well, so I stay on track for you. But it's the opposite of, clinging to something and allowing things to just be as they are sometimes and not being so fixated, particularly on outcomes and holding on to ideals, onto expectations, because sometimes we can really trap ourselves in that when we're not allowing the natural flow of life to happen. Of course, we want to go for our dreams and our goals and all that sort of stuff, but when we get too fixated, it can actually trap us. And there's a great analogy that they use, apparently in India. I heard this through John Kabat-Zinn, where to trap monkeys, sometimes what they'll do is they'll grab a coconut and they'll hollow out, like make a hole and put a banana inside. So when the monkey comes along to grab the banana, it's designed so that if you've got the fist, it can't pull its hand out of the coconut and it stays trapped. If it releases the banana, it can pull its hand out quite easily. So that holding on and that fixating is what traps it. So it's a great analogy for us as well. Not clinging too much, to be able to let go sometimes and release. And our breath is a great reminder of that too, because we breathe in, so we receive, and then we have to release. We have to let our breath go, or there's no room to receive the next breath. So it's an interesting one. I think it's something that we, find quite difficult in times. It can even relate to things like how you identify yourself. Are you clinging to a vision of yourself that is no longer serving you? That was one I know I definitely struggled with for a long time, was after I left my corporate career, was learning that that wasn't who I was. It was part of who I was, like it was what I did, but it wasn't essentially who I was. And that clinging to that idea of who I was wasn't serving me any longer. So I had to release it and let it go. So I just wanted to share that one with you. They're all very interesting. They all challenge us. And again, it's not that we suddenly perfect these attributes, but it's bringing awareness to them and then asking ourselves, doing some reflection, some inward retrospection. Where is this playing out in my life? What potentially am I clinging to that I could let go of? It could be that you're harboring certain feelings towards another person. It could be playing out in a lot of different ways. So maybe this week, just reflect on that. Have a bit of a think. Do some journaling. Journaling is a great way to get in touch with these sorts of aspects of ourselves, and have a look at maybe something you could let go of. Alrighty. Much love. See you next week.